You rolling right now? Well, welcome back to another vlog, man. Yo, listen, GJ just flew to the moon. It's 6:07 right now. We out here in Miami in my condo. And man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to catch this move, but oh well, so be it. This move literally just went ahead and took off. That's crazy, man. But welcome back. So let's talk about how I got here. Let's talk about what I'm doing right now, because I know y'all see me looking at my phone kind of heavy. I'm really trying to find another position on GJ to go ahead and take since the market opened. So every day around this time, like around 6, once the market opens and I do my pre-market analysis, I usually go ahead and call a trade. I already had my pre-market analysis and, you know, this shit shot up just like I expected, literally. So I guess I'm waiting back for it to come back down for a retest before we go ahead and catch our entry. But I've most recently been trading on this prop firm for about 100 days now. It's called Top Tier. Now with Top Tier, in the beginning of the year, I wanted to have a New Year's resolution to where I show all you guys what's possible in this day and age when it is that you're trading. I want to show that the skill set can be unmatched in any field whatsoever as long as you put your mind to it. And specifically in this field, once you have a skill set, you're literally able to print money. So what I've been doing on this funded account, you know, of course you have with the funded account, how it works, you have a stage 1 process where you take the challenge, you pay for the challenge, you take it. Then you have a stage 2 where you have to make a certain percentage and pass the challenge by a certain time. And then stage 3, they give you your funded account. So basically, I went ahead and completed all that, and I had my funded account since January. I've been trading on it, withdrew over like 200K, and just kind of show y'all a little bit. This was my most recent withdrawal for 25K. That I got on what, Friday morning. Literally took me like about what, I want to say 1 day to kind of get my withdrawal. So they're very fast. They're very speedy with the process as far as for giving you funds and everything like that. So it doesn't take long when it is that when you're doing your withdrawal. And the best thing I like about Top Tier is after you trade it for a certain while, they let you be due for a evaluation. And with that evaluation, they bump your account up. So most recently, I just got my account evaluated and they bumped me up an extra 50K. So when you're trading on these prop firms, you want to be very careful. You want to make sure that you're using risk management to the T. A lot of people perfect example, I had a 200K account. Some people I know, they'll be using 20 lots. For me, I would probably scale it down to 10 lots. And even with 10 lots, I'll probably break my 10 lots up into 2 entries, so that way I can have one move floating in profit, and then after I have another move floating in profit, I'll go ahead and add my other entry. Because it's all about good risk to reward when it is that you're trading. It's all about good risk to reward. So if you don't have good risk to reward, you're not gonna really be looking too good, you know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to kind of burn your account. So the very first thing is know what you're risking and have a trading plan. So with my trading plan, I have my trading plan literally connected to my app. So if you don't know about it, the Boston Up app, right? Boston Up app is super duper lit. We got some students going off in there now, a matter of fact, and it's called the Learn and Earn app. So look for it in the app stores. In the Learn and Earn app, I have it connected to my account. So every time I call a trade in my phone, it literally gets drafted to the app. It sends you a notification. It lets you know where I've entered in, where you should set your stop loss, the multiple TPs that I give for the duration of the move, where I see it going. And then once I close out a move, it lets you know to close out a move as well. But it's not only that, we got like price alerts, we got risk calculators. So if you don't know what to risk, we got vision boards, and then the best part about it is we have a whole educational section. And in that educational section, basically all the lives that I did before, all the Sunday breakdowns, you can watch it right from the power of your app. So very dope app. If you haven't heard about it, tune about it, but we ain't gonna waste no time on that. Back to the goods, right? So when it is that you're trading on these prop firms, you need to have a trading plan. This trading plan is gonna make you a lot of money and also save you from losing a lot of money. On top of that trading plan, you need to know what you're risking and you need to be extremely, extremely disciplined. If your move gets stopped out, don't worry about it. The market gives you a bunch of moves within a day for you to kind of catch it, so don't even worry about that. Just stay focused on the goal. The biggest thing with these prop firms is just like, they give you a daily limit, right? And within that daily limit, You can't afford to hit that daily limit unless you completely suspend your account. So because I know that, I try to make sure I break up my lot sizes so that way I never hit that daily limit. Even if I get stopped out of a trade twice, maybe 3 times, it happens. Sometimes when I shoot my shot, the first shot is not always the best shot, but I end up hitting something, right? So when I take my first shot, let's just say I do a 5 lot, you know what I'm saying? That goes 20 pips in drawdown, I get stopped out, boom. That's 1K. Now, if anybody knows me, I don't give 20 pip stop losses. My stop losses are anywhere from like 10 to 13 pips. So I kind of use this tactic of small risk, big gains, and I kind of take that and I expand upon that in my trading process. So I just want you to take everything I'm telling you and kind of just apply it to your technique, to your trading strategy, so that way you can have a better edge on the market. But I need to go get some fresh air, man, so I'm about to go out on the balcony real quick. So, fun fact, whenever a prop firm gives you a funded account, it's never really a live account. It's supposed to be an account with a demo badge. So, fun fact. But we're in some positions right now, but I've been feeling a little sick, so I want to go outside and go get some fresh air. Whew. I've been holding that since I started. Rule of thumb, don't hold your pee. It's not healthy. So, what I'm basically doing over there is I'm pre-marking up my charts so that way this breakdown is as clear and as transparent as possible. I wanted to have all my technicals pre-done already, so that way when it comes to focusing on the entries and focusing on why I took the entries and the stop loss and how I got these stop losses and how I knew if the market was going candle by candle, I have to have my technicals pre-done like how I normally do. So that way as the market's going, you guys understand and be exactly in my shoes on how it was. So this trade literally took like around, I want to say, about like 4 hours maybe. During the time when I took my first 2 entries, I was teaching a one-on-one with one of my students who booked the 5DC with me, and then I probably added like the other 3 entries after the fact when my wife had finished cooking dinner. I saw an opportunity for 2 more entries, and I took it, and then I woke up when dinner was ready, and I was TP hit. So simple as that. So just want to make sure you guys understand, so y'all guys enjoy the breakdown. And this guy, he definitely needs to go use the bathroom. Alrighty. All right, so this trade really was taking place from the daily time frame. So from the daily time frame right here was our last 38.2. I got that point from here to here. Well, hold on. I'm capping. I got that from here. Yep, no, it was right here. Let me see. But it was 38.2 on the 12 hour. So that was the last market structure area that I went ahead and got. So boom. Then from there, and I had my fibs from the last 38.2. I drew that because I made a new higher high. And then you could see this zone that I had, that was an area of support. Price came and respected that along with this major QP at 161 flat. So that was just basically the area for my buying point. So then I went down to my lower time frames and I waited. I got this candle on the 8 hours, and then I went down to the 4 hour, and I saw that we had a little retest motion going on. So I was like, okay, we're retesting something, so let me go down to the 1 hour. I went down to the 1 hour, and I originally had a downtrend fib drawn from here to here. I noticed that it didn't even make it to 23.6, and I had it to this wick, and I noticed that where price was right here, that this was the area of a 38.2. So I marked that off as it being a lower high, especially with the structure I had. But what really kind of helped me solidify it was me when I actually drew my market structure on the 1 hour. So that's why I kind of used this polyline for. I kind of came, and we had a little retest here. Now, normally I don't really like to draw for retesters too much. I like to kind of just stick to structure, but honestly, the retesters just let you know what's there, what price is trying to respect. So then from here on out, you'll be able to see like from right here that this is the lowest point. This is the area where we kind of broke structure. So I count it as a break of structure if a candle is able to print above that area. So we had multiple candles, but they never closed, but it printed on this 50%. So this 50% is considered a market structure level. So then I went from this wick to right around here to this high point, and that's how I got price settling on the 38.2. So let's go ahead and hit play. Let's go down to the 30-minute because it's the 30-minute that I was waiting for to see what it does before I kind of do anything else. So let me see here. Let me see here. Alrighty. So from here, I went ahead and I hit play. And I waited and I got this retest. So when I saw it retested the zone, on my 5-minute time frame I already was able to kind of pop off 2 trades literally from underneath. What happened was price kind of came and got this retest right here, which is this area that we need to see right around here. Price kind of came, got its retest, did this thing, it kind of solidified support. So once price did that, I went to my time frame of entry where price kind of broke above and retested right here. As this candle printed, I clapped the entry here, and then as this candle opened up, I clapped another entry right here and literally rode with momentum. At this moment in time, my stop loss was literally set down here. So stop loss for this trade was literally right underneath this zone. So like around, for each trade, like around 13 to 10 pips is where I try to keep it as a sweet spot. And then for each trades up here, it would have been broke even once it came back to the trade and kind of knocked us out. That would have been the area that I was looking for to kind of get out of. So kind of helped me, give me a peace of mind. So boom, once I kind of had that set up, literally was just waiting. So I literally waited. You can see that boom, that price kind of respected. And the craziest part is what price was respecting right here was this major QP right around here. So this is like another reason why I kind of have them kind of set. The major QP is right here, but what price was also respecting was market structure over here to the left. You could see that over here, we never had got our retest, so once price kind of came back, got his retest over here, and then same thing over here, price is kind of retested right here. So, you just kind of want to be aware of what price action is trying to show you, especially. So going back to the 1 hour, because the 1 hour had just kind of started, so we're gonna wait for the next 1 hour candle. So boom, you can see that before we kind of took off, let's go back down to our 30-minute. Let's go back down to our 5-minute. So you can see that right here, before we kind of took off at this area that we were at, upon the 5-minute, like I said, we kind of came from here to where I had our stop losses. Price did kind of come back down and kind of revisit after we came up. So I did kind of hold on to those entries. I didn't kind of let it, and the only reason why I kind of let it at that moment in time, and this is why I say it's all about kind of setting like visual things for you. When I do my trading or everything like that, I have a mental stop loss. So even though I took the trade, I didn't quite set it yet because price wasn't done retesting. Price wasn't done retesting was this zone over here. So as you can see, I got this zone from right here, as I told you, and this is why supply and demand zone is always key to use as support and resistance. I knew price had to come back and retest this zone again, so I kind of dragged it out, and you can see that when price kind of came, it wasn't able to break this one, but I knew it was going to gain some momentum. So boom, boom, waited for the retest, and then boom, boom. Once we kind of did that candle, and I knew we were good, and we kind of closed that bullish engulfing, I was again, we're definitely good. Bang, bang, added these 2 entries, and then once literally price kind of came back up here, what price did for me was price kind of came right here, and then after price kind of came right here and it broke above, I added this entry. We went all the way up, and literally, if I'm not mistaken, my exit for these trades were all like around around the 300 area. So literally from here, after this candle kind of like spiked a little bit up into it, I literally kind of just got out. But what happened was I kind of went all the way up here, and then it came back to retest, and I was like, damn. I was like, yeah, retest is probably gonna go long, but at that moment in time, I had kind of like endured a lot of emotions from kind of holding this trade. So I kind of, at that point in time, I just wanted to get out. So boom, that red line was kind of like my exit point. So I had multiple positions too. So right here, I was able to kind of catch a series of 61 pips. And then at this moment in time, I was able to kind of get there right here. So at the moment when I was thinking about the exit, I was like, nah, I can't exit yet. I kind of looked at my pips and I was like, yo, bro, this move has so much more to go. So I was like, you know what, let me just chill out. So I kind of held it, I let it breathe. And then what I did was, what I always do is I never kind of watch it or monitor it from the time frame that you enter. That's the easiest way to kind of set yourself up. So what I did was I went to the higher time frame and made sure the higher time frame got its retest that it needed. And you can see right here that that's exactly what it's doing. It's getting the retest that it needed for its success, for it to kind of go long. So I wasn't paying attention to anything else but that. And then boom, that's when we got the big gaping candle. And then exit, as you can see for the fibs that I even had for this overall move. Whenever I do like hold a move, the exit's usually like negative 61.8. We kind of went farther than that, so I was like, damn. So once we're in that kind of those territories, I put my new TP to like around 300, like around here. And just as we kind of broke above, I kind of got out. So literally for these moves, that was like damn near like over, for each move that I had down here, that was like 100 or something pips. So it's kind of easy. It's just kind of like setting up your entries from your lower time frame to your higher time frame. But again, if you kind of just know where you are within structure, it's kind of just easy to kind of replicate that and do that. So, I mean, literally like about, I had like what, 6 entries? So, no, I had 5 entries, if I'm not mistaken. I had 5. So literally within those 5 entries was about, what, 100 pips each. So literally like about a 500 pip gain. So it's not hard. You just gotta know where you are within structure. But the biggest thing is flipping through these time frames, man. These time frames tell a whole story. You just gotta be patient. So usually when I take my entries, again, I take my entries via a lower time frame, and then I make sure I get my retest on the higher time frame so that way I can put my stop loss at the previous point. So just keep in mind, for these entries, my stop loss is here. It never came back to revisit. After we breathe right here, we broke above. I had 2 more entries, and then we came back up. We got our retest right on the QP. I popped the entry here, and the rest was just holding it. And luckily, in 2-3 minute candles, I got what I needed. Boom. We kind of came. We retested even the negative 61.8. I was like, yeah, we're definitely good. And then boom, it was just time to exit. And literally when I exit, it turned up a little bit more. But easy 5,000 pips. It's just, you know what I'm saying, just knowing where you are and just letting the market breathe. So with these entries, this is really catching the lower time frame market structure and make sure it's maintaining on the higher time frame. This shit is not hard, guys. It's really rinse, wash, and repeat. So as long as you're in there back testing, you'll be able to get this too. But I'll see you on the next one, man. I'm out of here. So there you go, keeping it quick and simple. That's how you make 23K in like about 4 hours. So the trade really didn't take too long. The biggest thing was just making sure that every other time frame gets its retest of market structure before it kind of continues. So small risk, big gains, and also knowing what you're risking for your reward. But easy peasy, 23K, not hard, not easy on a funded account, super duplicatable. So make sure y'all watch this and take notes. But at that moment, guys, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Deuces.